Hey everybody, apologies if I sound a little bit weird. I literally just got home and Nintendo just dropped some major news and I had to talk about it. So I'm going off the fly, like unedited hopefully, but basically it's to do with Tears of the Kingdom, Breath of the Wild and the whole Zelda timeline. So on the Japanese website, they actually showed the history of Zelda. Clearly they're going to discuss the actual timeline. I haven't seen yet, but I've been told that it's linked to my initial theory on the new timeline that I posted around a couple months ago, and I had to check it out. Before we go into the site to see Nintendo's official statement, I want to go through some of the theories that were swimming around in my comment section. There were a few, I think maybe 4 or 5, and yeah, I just want to discuss a few of them. So one of the common theories was it falls under the adult timeline because of the Rito. So because there were Rito and Wind Waker and no other timeline, people assumed that it fell under that timeline because in Tears of the Kingdom it states that some of the Zora migrated from elsewhere, so people believe that not all the Zoras were wiped out or not all the Zoras evolved. But it has been stated by the creator in Wind Waker that there are no Zoras. They were either wiped out or they evolved into the Rito. Some people believe there was a child timeline because of the Zonai and potential connection between the Twilight and the Zonai. But to be honest, there's not really much there. I saw a lot of other references to Twilight Princess being a predominant Zelda reference there, but I don't really think it's the strongest theory I saw. There was also the Downfall timeline. I saw a few people saying that because of the Lynels are in Breath of the Wild, the Lynels are also in Zelda 1, etc., that it falls under that timeline, and the fallen hero and how the next hero was just some soldier who just happened to be called Link, which is quite reminiscent of how Wind Waker's hero is. You know, there was no blood relation between Wind Waker Link and Ocarina of Time Link, but you know, that's what people believed. There was also one that I thought was pretty interesting, and it had to do with Skyward Sword. So there was the Imprisoning War. I'm trying to remember off the top of my head. I could probably find the exact comment and then post it on the screen, but I believe it had something to do with the closed time. So where Link returned back to his time, there was the other timeline there was the other timeline where it can continue and potentially turn into Tears of the Kingdom and Breath of the Wild, which is, I guess, plausible. So the most common theory I saw was the Dragon Break theory. A lot of people referenced the Elder Scrolls series, you know, stating that there's multiple events and multiple endings that would eventually become one. So they believe that the adult timeline, child timeline, and fallen timeline would then create Tears of the Kingdom, Breath of the Wild, and then Tears of the Kingdom again. And you know, it's a good theory, but I don't think Nintendo would go the Dragon Break route. So anyway, I touched upon all of the common theories, and let's have a look at the official timeline. So I already had it open. I believe I caught a glimpse of a little animation. I think they were possibly going through the other games in the series. But here we have it, history. A look back into history of Hyrule, the setting of series along with previous titles. So of course we start off with Skyward Sword. And we can already see it goes straight to the Minish Cap, Four Swords, Ocarina of Time, and here's the split, so Heroes defeated. Then we have A Link to the Past, Link's Awakening, Oracle Sages. And then we have the Heroes Triumphant. We have the adult timeline following Wind Waker, and then the child timeline following Majora's Mask. And then right under we have a separated Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom. So this is pretty cool for me because when I uploaded that video, at the very least, when I uploaded it, I didn't see anyone with like the same or similar like idea of it being a separate timeline. And it's pretty cool that now my theory is, instead of a theory, it's official law. Yeah, I mean, I was technically wrong. I put Tears of the Kingdom above Breath of the Wild, and then Breath of the Wild, and then Tears of the Kingdom, which technically is still correct, but you know, they very well could make a third game that follows the events of the original Finding of Hyrule. But yeah, it's that's basically it.